back to the Bookworms Buddy. Today I have a review for you. I am reviewing Storm Siren by Mary Weber. I received this book in exchange for an honest review, and this book comes out August 19th. This is a young adult fantasy. If you watch my channel, you know that I have kind of a struggle with fantasy books. I've tried Game of Thrones and a few other books that are fantasy, and I just can't seem to find something that I like. So I figured I would try this one, but I discovered there was a war going on between these two places, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to like this. But I picked the book up, started to read it, discovered that I was totally wrong. I loved this book. I was totally engaged, totally immersed myself in the story, enjoyed it so much. I gave it a 4.5 stars on Goodreads, and it was amazing. I just absolutely loved it. Let me give you a rundown of what this book is about. This book is about Nimia, who is a female elemental, which is unheard of. So she always had to have herself disguised by wearing hoods and stuff because her hair is white. It's a telltale sign of being an elemental. Most male elementals were killed at birth because people were afraid that the elementals were going to take over this world and wreak havoc. She is a slave, and she's on her 15th owner. Now, her 15th owner, Adora, discovers that she is in fact an elemental and decides she's going to let her train with Egan to help control those powers. Nimia carries around a lot of guilt because of uncontrolled power that has killed other people, and including her parents, and she just has a hard time dealing with that. So she's going to train along with Colin. They're going to be trained by Egan to control these powers. Now, Colin and Breck were among the first that she met, and Colin and Breck are brother and sister. Colin, however, is Terene, is what his, I guess, race is. And with Terenes, they're generally twins. One who is perfect and the other not so perfect. Breck is blind, has no powers, and Terene has these powers. He's perfect and all that stuff. So they find out that Adora wants to have them trained so they can become weapons in this war against Bran. They're fighting for Phelan. So the war is between Phelan and Bran, and these two are to be used as weapons to defeat Bran. And Nimia just does not work like that. She does not want to hurt anybody else, and she does not want to go in there and just outright kill these people, but she's told, well, you have to save the Phelan people, and the story goes on from there. So what I want to talk about first is the world building. I think the world building was awesome in this book. I loved watching everything develop, and the imagery was fantastic. I'm huge on imagery. I felt like I was completely immersed into the story. I was there, and I found myself, you know, feeling everything they were feeling, and, you know, trying to help and do what's right, which is what Nimia is always at the forefront, is doing what's right. Because she carries so much guilt around. The characters are fantastic. I love Nimia. I love Colin. Colin becomes her best friend. Breck's a little standoffish, but she's likable. And then you got Egan, who is the love interest of Nimia. And Egan is a little wishy-washy where the feelings are concerned, and that relationship can get a little annoying because Nimia is kind of the same way. I think they're just afraid to confront those feelings that they have for each other. Adora, also on the other side, threatens Nimia a lot when it comes to Egan because she wants Egan for herself. And so that's the love triangle there, and it gets a little difficult for Nimia to deal with. I have to say one of my favorite parts about this book is the antagonist. I think the author did so well making me hate them. I just hated them. All the antagonists in this book, and there were several, and I hated all of them. They were developed really well. They're great villains. they're ruthless and vile and vicious and just hateful people. And Adora is one of the biggest ones, which is Nimia's slave owner. That's who owns her. And something else that's kind of unique about this is they get a ring around their arm. I don't know if you can see in the book. She's got the tattoos on her arms, and that represents how many owners she's had. So everybody will know by looking at those tattoos how many owners Nimia has went through. But anyway, I could probably recommend this book for anyone, even if you don't like fantasy like me. If you struggle with fantasy, this is a great place to start, I think. The next book doesn't come out till next June, I want to say, and that's kind of annoying because there's a huge cliffhanger in this book, and I don't know if I can wait that long. I know I'm gonna have to, but maybe I can just request this book, the next book, for a review. And I mean, it's just overall an amazing, exciting, enjoyable read. Like I said, I could probably recommend this to anybody. Even if you don't like fantasy, it's a great start. And it's just really, really good. So that is my review, guys, on Storm Siren by Mary Weber. Keep an eye out for that, August 19th, coming up within the next week. Thanks, guys, for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.